In today's video, I'll be comparing Higgsfield's Cinema Studio 1.5 with Kling 2.6. Let's get right into it. I used Cinema Studio to generate every image I used in this video. I gave Cinema Studio this prompt and I used this camera settings. And this is the result I got. For the next image, I used this prompt and this camera settings. And this is the result I got. For the next image, I used this prompt and this camera settings. I chose this camera settings because I wanted to have a motion blur. This is the result I got. And then for the next image, I used this prompt and this camera settings. And this is the result I got. For the final image, I used this prompt and this camera settings. And this is the result I got. And now for the video comparisons, I used the same prompts for both Cinema Studio and Kling. So here's the first prompt I gave this softwares, and this is the result I got from Cinema Studio. She looks pretty scared. Okay, let's see what Kling gave me.
I can't let them catch me. I have to get out of here.
I love the fact that Kling gave me a monologue, but it didn't follow the script I gave it. I mentioned in the prompt that the lady must look back in fear, but she instead moved out of frame. So I'll give this one to Cinema Studio. And then for the next videos, I wrote this prompt, and this is the result I got from Cinema Studio. And this is the result I got from Kling.
The city never sleeps and neither do the lights. It's like the future is glowing right above me.
I like the fact that Kling keeps giving me monologues, which is something I'm not getting from Cinema Studio. So on this one, I'll give it to Kling for adding the monologue and adding the camera movement. And then for the next videos, I used this prompt, and this is the result I got from Cinema Studio. And this is the result I got from Kling.
Ignovation.
Both the softwares gave me a bad result because on the prompt I mentioned that I want the letters to be revealed at the end, and none of that was done. Kling was better because I can sort of see what it wrote, but that monologue was not good at all because it's something that doesn't make sense. But I'll still give this one to Kling. For the next videos, I gave this prompt, and this is the result I got from Cinema Studio. And this is the result I got from Kling.
Feel the rhythm. Let's fly.
I think Cinema Studio wins this one because it sort of followed the prompt I gave. The morphing on both softwares is really bad. For the next videos, I used this prompt, and this is the result I got from Cinema Studio. And this is the result I got from Kling. I will give this one to Cinema Studio because it followed the prompt, but Kling chose not to follow my prompt. It chose to skip a part of my prompt where I said I want the petals to change into feathers. For the next videos, I used this prompt, and this is the result I got from Cinema Studio. And this is the result I got from Kling. I give this one to Kling because Cinema Studio just doesn't make sense. The glass just falls on its own. I mentioned on the prompt that I want it to be accidentally tipped. So there's nothing that is hitting the glass. Whereas in Kling, there's a hand that is hitting the glass, even though it was intentional, but it got what I wanted to achieve. So even the physics, Kling has better physics than Cinema Studio. So I give this one to Kling. Based on the results I got in this video, I think Kling is better than Cinema Studio so far. And this brings us to the end of the video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment down below.